let's do another example. So we took a look at a fairly abstract concept of putting in an extended Boolean. Again, there's a better way to do this within C#, but it's out of scope. But there's a better example. Now, typically in web applications, wherever you see a drop-down, or even in normal programs, whenever you see a drop-down, you can, and when I say drop-down, I mean like a drop-down list. Like, for example, right up here, we have a drop-down list of different items, and the selected value may only be one of the items within the drop-down list. A lot of times those come from enumerations. So, for example, we can go ahead and create an enumeration called marriage status, for example. And we can use this to describe, okay, is the user single, married, divorced, and so on and so on. We can just keep on going on and on and on and describe all the different marriage status states that a particular user can be in. So at this point, maybe we'll have a method called static marriage status get status from user. And what we can do here is I can say, okay, console writeline status, and then we can write, okay, console writeline, how about 1 is single and 2, 3. And then I can go ahead and accept input from a user, which in this case I'm going to be lazy and just say user input equals int.parse console readline. Obviously we would want to do some more validation on that, but right now I'm not going to worry about it. And then I could say something like if user input equals 1, then return single. If user input equals 2, I'm going to put braces in there just to make, for people who may not be used to that syntax, return married. And then if user input equals 3, return divorced. And if the user input is not 1, 2, or 3, then we have an issue with, well, what do we return? I can go ahead and specify another enumeration value if I wanted to, and I can say not specified. And I'll return that by default if the user input is not 1, 2, or 3.